In this place, time is like money. Thanks to scientific progress, human bodies have changed genetically, allowing them to potentially stay young. People can stay young until they're 25, but after turning 25, they're changed by genes to live only one more year. Here, time used as currency. So people earn time at work, but they spend it on things and services. When they run out of time, they pass away. Our hero, Will Salas, lives in Dayton. When he wakes up, he checks his arm, finding just one day left to live. Each day, he works to earn more time. He shares time with his mom, who's working elsewhere on her 50th birthday. She gives him 30 minutes for lunch, planning to celebrate later. Everyone has a green digital clock on their arms. On his way to work, a girl named Maya begs for time. Will is kind, giving her 5 minutes. She stores it in a time cassette. Time cassette is a machine for saving and using time. Actually, when people turn 25, their arm timers activate, and only then they can add or give their time. At work, Will notices his coffee costs more, and his pay is reduced after the shift. At a bar, he meets his friend Borel. Will helps Henry, a man with over 116 years on his arm, escape from criminals. Henry explains the time as currency system, where the rich live longer. Will stays with Henry overnight, and Henry passes his time to Will. Will wakes up with 116 years. Will finds a message warned not to waste his time. Finding Henry on a bridge, he rushes to stop him, but arrives too late as Henry's time runs out, and he falls. Will shows Borel his new time and shares 10 years of time with him as a token of their long friendship. Borel warns Will about the risk of staying in Dayton with that much time, so Will plans to take his mom along with him to New Greenwich. Rachel settles a 2-day loan at a Weiss ATM, but the bus fare increases to 2 hours, leaving her with only 1 hour 30 minutes. So, she asked the driver if she could pay upon reaching the last stop with her son, but bus driver refused. She left the bus and began running towards her destiny. Will, waiting at the bus stop, senses trouble and rushes toward Rachel. Sadly, they meet too late. Rachel dies in her son's arms. Later, he arranges a car to a wealthier time zone from Zone 12 to Zone 4 by paying large amount of time. In New Greenwich, he spends time at a restaurant and even he pays so much time for his meal, so he understands the time he has not enough, so he goes to a casino to earn extra time. Meanwhile, the timekeepers, similar to the police, find Henry's body. Raymond Leon sees street cameras and reviews footage. The timekeepers are mobilized to find Will. At the casino, Will meets Philip Weiss, a wealthy man. In a poker game, he bets everything and wins over 1,000 years. Philip and his daughter Sylvia are impressed by him and they invited to a party at the Weiss mansion. He buys a car and goes there. While dancing with Sylvia, timekeepers show up, taking him away. Sylvia mistakenly thinks Will is a criminal. Raymond doesn't believe Will's explanation and takes back the 1,000 years, leaving Will unharmed. Will fights other timekeepers, taking Sylvia hostage and asks her to share time, but she refuses. After a car chase, Will loses Raymond and returns to Dayton with Sylvia. Bad guys set a trap, damaging their car. Discovering Sylvia has more time, they leave Will and take hers. Sylvia gets scared as she's not used to having so little time. Will tells Sylvia not to worry, regular people live day by day like this only. When they go to Borel's house for the time, they discover that Borel passed away because he drank too much, with the 10 years of time the hero gave him, leaving his wife and baby alone. Will sells Sylvia's diamond earrings for more time but knows it's not enough. He demands a 1,000 year from Philip, calling from the time bank office, but Sylvia's father doesn't send any time to the time bank office, so she believes he doesn't care. Will decides to let her go, giving her a gun for protection. Sylvia goes to make a call. Raymond comes and tries to shoot Will, after seeing that Sylvia shoots Raymond. Will tries to take his time, but Raymond has very little. So Will transfers 4 hours of his own time to him, leaving him there. They escape in his car. They realize using a police car attracts attention, so they rob another car. Timekeepers label Will and Sylvia as criminals on a wanted poster with a 10-year reward, making them targets. Injured Raymond escapes with the help of another timekeeper and meets Philip. Philip attempts to bribe Raymond to rescue Sylvia, but Raymond warns of an arrest warrant for her. If Philip interferes, he'll face arrest too. Will and Sylvia drive a big truck through a Philip bank window, collecting time cassettes. Inviting others to steal time cassettes, Timekeepers watches the news of the robbery. In a hotel, Will and Sylvia sense trouble and narrowly escape from the Timekeepers and Raymond. In a hotel, they rent the entire building for safety. A person comes to the hotel seeking a room, but the receptionist says there are none available. As he leaves, he encounters the hero and heroine. Fortis and his gang catch and question some people, killing one. Another person who witnessed the hero and heroine is then forced to reveal Will and Sylvia's location. Fortis and his gang go to the hotel room where Will and Sylvia are. Fortis challenges Will to a deadly arm fight, and as they lock arms, Will's time runs down fast. Using his trick, Will pulls a gun from his boot, kills the gang, and times out Fortis dead. Will is upset, realizing it will take 1,000,000 years to change the system. Sylvia knows where they could find that much time. Sylvia pretends to surrender, distracting her father and his bodyguards. This allows Will to sneak up on him. At gunpoint, they take Philip to his office, finding a single cassette with 1,000,000 years in a large vault. After locking Philip in the office, they return to Dayton with the cassette. While keeping the timekeepers busy, they pass the 1,000,000 cassette to Maya, the little girl, who then shares time with everyone equally. Raymond chases Will and Sylvia as they all start to run out of time. Raymond forgets to take his salary time and dies in front of them. With seconds left, Will spots a police car, transfers the timekeeper's salary to himself, and barely saves Sylvia's life. The two of them have enough time for just a day. The people from Dayton stop working and walk towards New Greenwich. After seeing the news, the timekeepers think their work is over. With a 100-year reward on hero and heroine, Will and Sylvia arrive at a big place, ready to use their guns to rob another bank.